First and foremost, I've said it every time we've played them, but, I've had the really good fortune to be around some terrific teams. Xavier's the real deal. They're really talented, and they're really well coached, and those kids play their butts off, and I admire the team they have. They're so potent offensively, and we couldn't. I didn't feel like we played as hard as we could, and that's the most disappointing thing for me in regards to our team, because I feel like we could have made it harder on them, but it's a very difficult team to guard because they score the ball, man, and they can score inside, they can score outside. Disappointing, but right now they're better than us. At the end of the day, they're better than us, and we got to get better to be able to beat them.
Shannon, in front.
Coach, do you think that the effort was tied into playing 2 games in 2 days and having a little fatigue as well?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't. Again, I don't want to make excuses, but we did finish after midnight last night, and our best player was in foul trouble, and for a lot, and we didn't. Yeah, we could have done a lot better than we did.
Kind of building off that, how's your preparation this year differently than your first year starting the team?
Well, we have a much better team this year. And I thought our guys last year gave us what they could, but we're light years ahead of where we were last year. We have 20 wins. We have 8 wins against top 100 opponents. We have 2 top 50 road wins. We're a lot better, and we in conference in the Big East we've played freshmen half our minutes, and this is not a league that is kind to young players. This is a veterans league. This is a man's league, and we have to grow into men.
All the way down on the right.
What has Henry meant to the program in the, I guess, 6 or so months he's been there, both in terms of since he got on campus and then even back, when he committed to Marquette? What's he done for the sort of stature of the program?
Well, when you say what has he meant, I think, I feel like we can still play, whether it's not in the NCAA or in the NIT. I think we've earned that. But obviously Henry's first and foremost, he's a very talented player. He's a kid who loves the game. He's showed up. We've put a lot of pressure on him and the other young guys, and for the most part, they've delivered. And that's not easy. I think we've given him more responsibility than any freshman in America. I think we've given him a ton of responsibility, and he's, by and large, he's delivered.
In the middle, on the back.
Coach Xavier wasn't ranked in any preseason rankings, wasn't picked to make a run in the tournament or be a Final Four team or anything like that. Chris has them in the top 5. They're going to be a 2 seed at least. Why do you think he's not Coach of the Year or Co-Coach of the Year?
Well, I said it in my last press conference, maybe yesterday, I think he's National Coach of the Year. I don't know why he's not voted Coach of the Year.
Did you vote for him?
I'm not going to answer who I voted for. But, whether it's all tournament or whatever, he's a National Coach of the Year. He's done a hell of a job with this team. Because they're not ranked in the preseason doesn't mean those rankings are right. It doesn't mean those rankings are right. They're too deep at every position. They have multiple pros. They score like crazy. They're bringing Makura and Farr off the bench. Those kids, I'm not sure what teams they wouldn't start for.
So it's talent, not coaching?
No.
I'm just asking. You didn't win. You guys didn't vote for him.
Yeah. I'm not sure how much more clear I can make it. I just said I think he's a National Coach of the Year.
But not in the Big East.
What? Look.
Well, the Big East Coach of the Year is an accumulation of votes. okay? So it's not coach's responsibility to respond on why he wouldn't be Big East Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
Second round.
I think it's a combination of both. Like most great teams, it's a combination of outstanding coaching and outstanding talent. You don't win a lot of games without talent, and you don't win the number of games they've won without outstanding coaching. And so I can't be more emphatic in my praise of Chris Mack.
Coach, Hanif and Tracy had a lot, and Dwayne had a lot of trouble getting in the basket, finishing in the basket, and that's really been their bread and butter all season. Is that attributed to Xavier's size at the net, or is it, just a lack?
They're big and they're physical. They're big and they're physical, and I think they came out and tried to throw a knockout punch. I thought our guys responded, and we cut it to 5, and then I thought we panicked offensively. And when you panic offensively against them and take bad shots, they score. And they're as good a transition team as there is in the country.
Coach, thank you.
Thanks.